Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Auntie felt like curls today. So come on, let's do the hug. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know. Why are the producers of the Wendy Williams show determined to ruin this show? Wendy ain't coming back until next year. Okay, so don't look for her to return before next year. The shows the remainder of the year, because they're going to go on one of those hiatus. Leah Remini and that other woman that was with her, they're going to be the host. You couldn't see the magic of a Sherry Shepherd who could hold it down. Even Jerry Springer, who wasn't bad this morning. When Leah Remini, that was the worst 2 weeks. Not only did it take away from the show, it was nothing about the culture. You would watch it and say, what show is this? Who are these people? What are they talking about? I think they just want to chase people away. I think that is a terrible decision. The ratings went through the roof when Sherry Shepherd. She's not new to this. She's not. She's been on The View. But even when you had the Bill Bellamy's, even when you had Michael Rappaport, they were better than a Leah Remini and the other chick. I was like, y'all just want to see the show fail? They say Wendy is not coming back until next year. Don't even look for it for the remainder of the year. It is a wrap. She's not coming back until next year. But this is really Leah? Y'all don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They want the show to fail. You ever see people and it's like, y'all just want to fail. Y'all just want to fail. Friday night on Hulu, 10 o'clock, it is Malfunction, the dressing down of Janet Jackson. We're going to take you back to the year 2004. Halftime show was Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. I believe the Patriots were playing. It was in Houston. It was the scandal that just shook everybody up because 140 million people were tuned into the halftime show, 70,000 in the stand. Janet had a new project. She had Jermaine Dupri guiding her through different things. People are saying, was it an accident? Was it planned? Was it a publicity stunt? I have said for years, this was a publicity stunt that went terribly wrong. Because during that period, around 2004, artists would release projects, right? But there was always a stunt that was attached to it. And I was like, can we just get back to great music? Please, no stunts, just give people great music and they will respond. It happened. He ripped that piece of cloth off and that right breast there just came out. The aftermath. Boy, did Janet Jackson suffer. I remember hearing someone said, well, she should have apologized. She did apologize. After a while, you be like, I apologize. Justin Timberlake's career soared. They said, well, his career soared because he apologized. You know, this happened, the Grammys were like a week later. They told Janet, don't come to the Grammys. Justin went to the Grammys and just blew up, even won a Grammy. His career soared, Janet Jackson stalled. A lot of people stopped playing her music, but not us here at WDAS in Philadelphia. We ain't never stopped playing Janet Jackson music. We ride with Janet. We don't care. But a lot of stations did. She lost out on the Lena Horne movie, where she was supposed to star in. But her career, it suffered. Was it race? Was it sexism? The producers are talking. They really talked to a lot of people in this that were involved in this. Jermaine Dupri, he don't get a pass either because I think he was in on it. But Justin Timberlake, do you know what he only apologized about this, like, was it earlier this year or last year? Because he also did some dumb stuff to Britney Spears, and they dated. He just recently apologized, and it was like, pfft. Why did her career suffer and his career rise? Now, I was a huge fan of when he was in Sync. I thought you could see the superstar potential in a Justin Timberlake, and I liked him. But when this happened, and I saw how he kind of like backed away from her and didn't try to, and he was the one that did the ripping of the cloth, I was like, bye, Justin. I'm still saying bye, Justin. I remember a few, okay, it was the last year, and someone says, when are you going to forgive Justin Timberlake? And I said, I don't know, because I'm still mad. I'm still in my feelings. I think about that incident and I just get mad all over again. But this documentary, it's airing Friday night, 10 o'clock on Hulu, examines that whole thing. Now, don't forget, Janet Jackson is telling her story 2 nights on Lifetime in January. So you're going to see a lot of Janet Jackson stuff. R. Kelly, one of his associates, was sentenced to 8 years in jail. Witness intimidation. R. Kelly is in sentence until May, but this guy here, last year, he set a girl's car on fire to keep her from testifying. Set the car on fire. He should get 7 years just for being dumb. But he got 8 years, sentenced to 8 years. This guy was actually a publicist for R. Kelly, but I guess he was sending his henchmen out there, trying to keep people quiet, but he set the girl's car on fire. The new issue of Essence, amazing 3 covers. You got Lizzo, Simone Biles. I had to look twice. I said, that's Simone? You had the founder of the 1619 Project, Nicole Hannah-Jones. They're all selected as game changers for this year, 2021. And women who are not afraid to speak about their mental health, their mental state. The November-December issue is on newsstand soon. Mariah Carey, Mariah's Christmas, The Magic Continues. The new special with DJ Khaled and Kirk Franklin airs on Apple TV Friday, December the 3rd. NAACP Image Awards, mark your calendar for Saturday, February 26th on BET. We're going to find out who's nominated in January. Huge weekend. There's Will Smith, King Richard, Ingenue Ellis, who's an amazing actress. Gosh, I love that woman. She plays his wife, Orsine. It's the story of the beginning of Venus and Serena Williams. Richard Williams believed in his daughter so much that people thought he was crazy. They were like, what are you saying? They're going to be the next Michael Jordans. What are you talking about? But he believed in them, and he instilled in them, you're going to be great. Get ready to step into your greatness. This movie is not only in theaters, but it's also on HBO Max. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I've been talking about it for weeks now. Saturday night, HBO Max. I'm super excited because y'all can tell I love LL Cool J. He and Eminem, they do Rock the Bells. Jay-Z is inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Carole King, the Foo Fighters. Sir Paul McCartney leads a musical tribute. You've got Taylor Swift and others doing that for Carole King. I believe Jennifer Hudson is part of that. Mickey Guyton, the country star, leading the charge for Tina Turner. Clarence Avant, Lionel Richie inducts him, the godfather of black music. Billy Preston, Gil Scott-Heron. Did I leave anybody else? I mentioned Jay-Z. Yeah, it's going to be an incredible night of music. But what's even more telling, and it just goes to show the state of today's music. I don't think that Jay-Z is getting a musical tribute. I'm really wanting to see, of course, you got all these stars and his wife and his daughter, but where's the musical tribute? Because I don't think you have anybody that could do his music and do it justice. Maybe a Nas. That's the only person I can think of. LL Cool J is doing his own. He's getting out there doing Rock the Bells. So if you watch it and you love stuff like that, but this is the new class for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. American Music Awards are on Sunday night. Cardi B is hosting. BTS is performing with Megan Thee Stallion. They're going to do that song Butter. And New Edition is performing. I don't know if it's going to be all 6 or will it be 5. We're going to find out as they go up against New Kids on the Block, the battle of the town. What they call the Battle of Beantown. They call it Boston Beantown, but they're going to be performing as well. Tonight, it's Verzuz. Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight. I got to tell you, I had the best fun because we had one of our mixers, Doc B. He just did this mix with the music of Shaka and Stephanie, and it was like greatness on greatness on greatness on greatness. When people say, who wins in this? We do. Because what you're going to witness are two women with strong opinions, strong voices, and they're fabulous. And they can sing. Because let's face it, we're not getting a lot of real singing today. So to show them and give them their flowers and show that love for Shaka and Stephanie, I mean, two amazing voices. I just had the best time. I always have fun at work, but I had the best time because I know I kind of like blew out the speakers, just, you know, and just hearing the songs and just listening to it. I'm a music junkie, so that's where my excitement comes from. But Shaka and Stephanie Mills, they are showing it on YouTube. You can also watch it on Instagram at Verzuz TV at VerzuzTV. Have a good one. Hit that notification button so you never miss a minute of what's going on. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment. Auntie's reading the comments. You know, I be having to like snatch people up sometimes because it's like, wait a minute now, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Sometimes the older woman comes out. But have a great afternoon. I love hearing from you guys regardless. But Verzuz tonight, we're going to have a lot to talk about on Friday.